Good morning, friends. We do have axolotl eggs this morning, and just wanted to give you a look at the parents before we see the eggs. Actually, you can see some of the eggs down in the left-hand corner of the screen right now. They look very much like frog eggs, newt eggs, salamander eggs, because they are salamander eggs. But yeah, she's pretty exhausted, and the fact that she's hiding in this very dim lit tank behind the sponge filter underscores that I need to get a cave, something big in here that they can get in rather than their tubes just to stick their head in there to get out of the light. And thus, excuse the poor lighting, but maybe it'll be enough with this camera. You can see that we do have eggs. They're the black dots, of course, and they are basically all over. She had been laying them last night, and I didn't realize it, but Sandy Dowdy watched closely and saw that after she had been squeezing the Java moss, that there was an egg there, and I went back and looked too, and realized that she had laid several at that point, well, 3 exactly. But yeah, this just goes on and on and on. So the literature says, combining all of it, that it's 72 degrees, which this is not and won't be. I will pull them out at some point, but not just now. I want to be sure 100% that they're finished spawning. I hope they are. That's a lot of eggs, and she appears to be exhausted there. But I will pull this out, or I will put it in a basket or something to keep it safe from them in this tank. It's a lot easier to manage a 33-gallon tank with eggs than it is a 5-gallon tank. I found that out the previous 2 spawns. This is their first spawn, and like I started to say, the literature says they'll hatch in 15 days at 72 degrees. So if I leave them in here, the room temperature is 72, but down here with no heater, these guys are 69 or so, which is perfect for them. They will probably eat the eggs if left in there. I've done it both ways. But what they're primarily attracted to is movement. So when the babies begin to develop and wiggle around inside the eggs, that will definitely draw their attention. And before that, I'll have done something to make sure that they don't eat them. But yeah, the way we can tell they're fertilized is normal, quote, normal, unquote, axolotls will lay black eggs, and these are normals. They're not albinos per se, they're leucistic. Hey, little girl, you had a busy night. Yes, you did. They're just so adorable. You have to talk cute to them, and they're so friendly. Beg for food. Take it out of my hand. I don't think I've ever videoed that. But yeah, they'll take food right out of my hand or out of a pipette. Smart little boogers. So these are black, so they are fertilized. Any that are gray or white were not fertilized, so I'll be watching for those and suck them out with a pipette just so that you don't get any fungus starting up. I may add a little bit more current to this, like a real small wave maker. I'm headed over to Aquatic Aesthetics for some supplies and just look to see what they have, because you know I don't have enough fish. But yeah, so we'll have some babies in 15, maybe 16, 17 days, and I'll be getting foods prepared for them. They really, really need something that's live and moving. Again, that's what attracts them even when they're newborns, is movement. So there we go. This is their first pair. They live about 10 years if well cared for, and I'd like to think that these are. So they're about a year old, I guess, now. So Ginger, you're a grandmother. Almost. Thanks, guys.